I think I'm live, so that's really good. So welcome to Soaky Night. Tonight I'm going to be talking about the new product, uh, Beta 1 3D Glucan. So let's get started. So tonight we're going to talk about Soaky BetaGlucan, and we want to support a healthy immune system, especially this time of year, but really every day. So the information I'm going to present tonight is for educational purposes. I'm not intending to diagnose, treat, or cure any diseases. If you have a medical condition or concerns, it's always best that you consult your own healthcare provider. So my name's Mar. I'm an independent distributor for HTE. Hopefully this is going live. Sam's farming, so I don't have my cameraman, and I'm doing this at my desk, so I hope that I am not going to be talking with nobody watching. But anyway, what is our immune system? You know, when you think of the immune system or the body, you think of the digestive system or your lungs or the circulatory system, but the immune system really isn't just one system. Its major function, though, is to determine what does and doesn't belong in our body and what needs to be removed and what needs to stay. And to accomplish this task, it works with several other body systems, and the most common body systems that it works with is our digestive, lymphatic, and circulatory system, which is why I love the Chi machine to promote a healthy immune system, because the Chi machine moves the body, relaxes the body, takes away a lot of stress, and balances the body. So our immune system actually has two major parts: the parts that protect us, like our skin and our mucous membranes, and the parts that function at our cellular level. And those are known as the innate and adaptive immune systems. Our immune system is made up of tons of parts: adenoids, bone marrow, lymph nodes, lymphatic vessels, Peyer's patches, spleen, thymus, tonsils. And when we're younger, our thymus gland is much more active, and it becomes kind of dormant as we age. And our lymph nodes are connected by the lymphatic vessels and are located throughout the body, and their functions to carry lymphocytes to the lymphoids and our bloodstream. And remember, that's why I love the Chi machine for that, because the lymph system doesn't have its own pump. You need to move, and the Chi machine provides that movement. So the innate system is the body's first line of defense. It's our skin and our mucous membranes, and it consists of the inflammatory response, where it goes and gets the white blood cells, the macrophages, the neutrophils, and the natural killer cells. And its main job is to keep infection from getting into our body. The adaptive immune system kicks in when the innate immune system is having trouble managing it all. And this is where you find the two kinds of white blood cells, the B and T cells, along with antibodies. And it's the antibodies' job in our body to identify or tag specific cells for destruction. And this system's found throughout our blood and our lymph. The other system that's really crucial for gut health or immune health is our gut health, because 70% of our gut health influences our immune health. So 70% of our immune system actually comes from the gut. So our gut is made up of microbes. Actually, our whole body is made up of microbes. It's actually 90% microbes and about 10% human cells. And these microbes are known as the microbiota or microbiome. And they're made up of beneficial and not so beneficial bacteria, but both are actually needed to keep the body healthy. So due to the high amount of these microbes in our body had to develop a beneficial relationship with them, and this relationship is known as symbiosis, which means a close biological reaction between different species that live together. And the gut microbiota influences many aspects of our body, including our weight, our skin, our immunity, our blood sugar, our hormones, our cardiovascular, neurological, respiratory, and glandular systems. So our gut health works with all the systems of the body, and so does our immune, and they're both really tightly related. In fact, it's the barriers of the intestinal wall and our immune system working together. So through that relationship, they support each other, and they protect our body. So This relationship actually begins at birth, and as we grow and develop our immune system influences the gut microbiota, and it's a key to our health. And this may help you understand why it's important to maintain the strength of this relationship because of the immune cells and of the intestinal wall and its barrier. So they've been working together, influencing each other, trying to keep us healthy our whole life. So what can we do to keep our immune system healthy? Well, we need to drink clean water and eat a healthy diet, especially leafy greens, colored fruits and veggies. It's our gut that helps to process the food we eat, turning the food we eat into nutrients our body can absorb. It's super important for our gut health, and our gut, to keep it healthy, likes to eat lots of plants, lots of fiber, and lots of fermented foods. You also need to move your body to help with stress and keep that lymphatic pumping. And you also need to manage your stress and get enough sleep. One of the biggest concerns today is our exposure to toxins, because there's toxins in everything, and the products we put on our skin, and the food we eat, and the air in our homes. So environmental toxins can create an imbalance in the body, especially in the gut microbiome, which can fuel chronic inflammation and metabolic dysfunction. And these endotoxins are, of course, secreted by the microorganisms and everything we're exposed to. So you always want to take steps to avoid infection, quit smoking, drink in moderation, and use your Soki products every day to promote circulation, energy, relaxation, deep breathing, and warmth. And then you may want to consider adding BetaGlucan to your supplement routine, and that's what I'm going to talk about now, the new product BetaGlucan. I have been taking it for a long time. I think it's a great immune system modulator. So what is BetaGlucan? Well, it's a dietary supplement designed to support the immune system. BetaGlucan contains a specific glucan, beta-1,3-D-glucan. It's been studied and shown to have a very broad range of immune system action, making it one of the best immune modulators on the market. It activates the immune system's first line of defense, which I talked about earlier in the innate immune system. And it's very non-specific, which allows it to act on a variety of attackers. The active ingredient in it is beta-1,3-D-glucan, also known as glucan 300, which is a registered and patented trademark of Transfer Point, which is where we get the beta-glucan that we have. It's highly purified. It's very, it's a particulate from the cell wall of common baker's yeast. Technically, it's known as a polybranched polyglucose, aka fiber in short. And the beta-glucan that we have is 85% pure with the certified beta-1,3-D-glucan. It does come from Transfer Point. It is protected by over 200 patents, and the beta-glucan from them is like the best in the market. They go through a very multiple washing purification process, so there's almost no ash, no protein, fat in the final product. Not only does that mean that it's more highly concentrated than other products on the market, it also has a much longer shelf life. So the final product, even though it's made from baker's yeast, is so pure that it does not have any yeast in it, that a yeast warning isn't even required on the label. So what makes beta-glucan so special? What are its functions and its benefits? Well, beta-glucan actually activates the immune system's frontline defenders, and that would be the macrophages, neutrophils, and natural killer cells. This specific form of beta-glucan is very easily recognized by our macrophages, making it just kind of very symbiotic and joining. They just kind of float right into the macrophage, and the macrophage receive them. It also can help with exercise fatigue, healthy aging, maintaining joint health, and promoting overall cardiovascular health. There's a lot of evidence-based immune support on beta-glucan. It actually Stimulates 40% more neutrophil activity than double the dose of another average immune supplement. Neutrophils, which comprise up to 70% of all white blood cells and attack foreign invaders and neutralize threats, are an important marker for our immune health. Beta-glucan also boosts the activity of macrophages and these natural killer cells, two more vital warriors in the body's first line of defense. So beta-glucan in this form is just so natural to the body that when it's introduced to our immune system just welcomes it in like it's a good old buddy, very comfortable with it, which is why it makes it so effective. The efficacy of this beta-glucan has been documented by some of the most prestigious universities in the world. You can go to Transfer Point's website and learn a lot about it, but universities, North Carolina A&T, Louisville, Massachusetts, Minnesota, Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center, Cornell, U.S. Armed Forces, Brown, Auburn. All these universities have documented studies on the effectiveness of the specific glucan 300. They don't just really claim that it's this effective, they actually have proven it. It's one of the most biologically relevant immunomodulators. Many doctors, when they share it with their patients, know they have a safe and effective products that meet their healthcare needs. One doctor said that he has given it to a lot of his patients. He's a dental surgeon, especially those that had some antibiotic resistance. So you're probably wondering if it's safe, and it is. It's very safe and effective. It's recognized as GRAS. It's free from chemicals, metals, and pesticides. The typical dose is 2 capsules per day for a healthy person. If you're sick, you may want to increase that dose. It does need to be taken on an empty stomach or at least 30 minutes before you eat. So, you know, there's that gut immune relationship. We want it to go in the gut. We want the gut to shoot it out there and have the immune system absorb it. It's also very effective for colds and flus, even cancer. Memorial Sloan Kettering's done research on that. And our immune response is critical to how our body reacts and stuff. Now, there are some cases where I probably wouldn't take an immune system modulator. People that have had transplants and are on immune suppressive drugs aren't supposed to take anything that's going to enhance their immune system. And then there's some people with autoimmune diseases. There's not a lot of research on how the beta-glucan is going to affect people with autoimmune diseases. One reason for that is in an autoimmune disease, you never really know what the cause is of the autoimmune disease. And if you don't know what an autoimmune disease is, it's a disease where the immune system is malfunctioning and attacking different parts of the body. And many people with autoimmune diseases are on a lot of medications. So beta-glucan is an immune system modulator, and many people with autoimmune conditions can have very complex conditions and on many medications. So if you're one of those individuals, you may want to check with your doctor. So it's really important to realize that no matter how careful we are to eat right and exercise, the day-to-day stresses and challenges we face in modern living take their toll. And it's no wonder most people have an immune system that can barely get off the ground. Fortunately, there's beta-glucan. Its active ingredient, beta-1,3-D-glucan, glucan 300. And it's the only brand that's proven to have longer lasting and superior activity than any other immune supplement sold anywhere in the world. A.J. Lanigan is an immunologist, and he has done a lot of research on beta-1,3-D-glucan, this specific one. And remember that this beta-glucan is the only product on the market available today that gives you more power with less dose. So better support, and you don't need as much. So I hope that kind of sums up BetaGlucan. I take it every morning when I get up. I have for years. And I've always taken transfer points. I've used it with a lot of clients. It isn't a good immune system modulator. So don't forget to like and share this video. Put your distributor number in the comments for the free drawing for a fur pad. And this week, the flash sale is on the ERE for $420, and that'll be through October 12th. And remember my saying, because you know I love my saying, remember our bodies makes billions of cells each and every day, and in order to make healthy cells, we need to give our body healthy things, use the Soki products, and take things to keep our immune system strong like BetaGlucan. So I hope that helped. I hope you actually saw me. And everybody have a good week. I'll be back in a couple weeks to talk about the Chi Machine and Dome and boosting our energy. Thanks.